Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. This is your host Jenny. So today is going to be slightly different and a bit short because I wasn't planning to. This is an impromptu video, right? So I wanted to talk about something really weird, which is the topic of death. I know you guys are going to be like, what is going on with you? I just found out today that one of the amazing trailblazer black woman, feminist, really intelligent, and everything that comes with her essence, right? I just realized that she passed away. She was one of the main member of the Grapevine. If you guys watch the Grapevine on YouTube, then you know what they talk about. They talk about, really important topic that happens within our society as black people. And her name is Ayesha K. Faines.
Call somebody a strong black woman. Okay, we celebrate their strength, but really we're celebrating your emotional stoicism, your ability to endure pain and abuse and exploitation and not crack. And we're deflecting from the systems that put you in a place where you can be exploited.
Yes.
And that's
Don't be taking me to church on
Friday. And that's the issue.
You cannot be woke or AKA conscious and oppressed woman. You got to decide. Do you want to be Nat Turner or Ike Turner? You do not get to be both. Second of all, and instead of placing the emphasis on the clothes and seeing a magazine where the cover might say pink is in for spring, now they're going to place the emphasis on the body. And then we're going to create problems where problems didn't exist. So if you look at a Vogue magazine from 1969, now it says cosmetic surgery for every, literally says cosmetic surgery for every part of your body. And their idea was that if they could induce feelings of insecurity and then promote the fashion and the beauty products as the solution to that insecurity, they could continue selling you not just magazines, but all these other products. And that's the whole purpose of beauty. You will never attain it because as soon as you attain it, the standard is going to change. So you're supposed to be spending your coins on chasing this ever-changing ideal that you will never reach because it's a function of capitalism, patriarchy, and racism. Men are socialized to go for what they want. Women are socialized to be nice. It's not always nice to say what you want. So if you're not socialized to be assertive, how can you go into a relationship and tell somebody what you want? You're too nervous about, is he going to like me? So I'm going to be passive-aggressive and give you hints and be angry when you don't catch the hint.
Finding out today that she passed was, I was like, like I used to admire her. I used to look up to her in my own way. Because guys, she was so eloquent, so educated. And when I say educated, I'm talking about cultivated. I'm talking about somebody who went beyond, the school textbooks in order to find out more about her, more about people in general, more about, the trauma that some people experience within our communities. Somebody that I wasn't one to listen or to watch grapevines all the time, but I would sit one night and I would just binge watch on all the videos, things that I've missed. And she was one of the people that I was like, I wish I could talk like her. I wish I could talk like her. I used to look at her and be like, OMG, even her voice, guys. I'm laughing because I want to celebrate her as a human being. I want to celebrate her as a black woman. And if you guys don't know who she is, please go on Grapevine. I think the main members actually made a video about her, talking about, grieving for her. So it really touched me to the bottom of my soul. So I wanted to take that opportunity to talk about death, because you guys don't know that I'm one of those people that I enjoy, which my family, my friends, they find it really weird that I'm so accepting of death. I'm so accepting of the fact that we all not going to be here forever, right? So the little moment that we have on this earth, we have to make it into a meaningful time. Many people always talk about leaving a legacy. It wasn't until I watched the interview with Oprah where she was talking about legacy, and she was talking about how her legacy is going to be the school that she built in South Africa. In that conversation, Maya Angelou basically told her, you have no idea. I'm not going to say it like Oprah says it, but you guys will understand. So she basically told her, you have no idea. You have no idea what your legacy is going to be, because your legacy is going to be the lives of everybody that you touched. It's going to be all the souls that you've touched. I'm just paraphrasing, but it was something like that, of that sort. And I remember listening to that interview that Oprah had, where she was talking about the way Maya Angelou described what her legacy would be. And it changed, and it completely changed the way I saw legacy, you know. I think for so long, we live in a society where we have been accustomed into believing that your legacy is attached to your children, your legacy is attached to your spouse, or your legacy is attached to something that you build, an apartment, you know, a school or something. And it wasn't until I heard that Maya Angelou explanation of what the legacy is going to be that my paradigm shifted. And learning about Ayesha's death and going back, right, and thinking about the impact that she had on so many of us lives, and the many people who are crying for her right now, people who didn't even know her personally, but the people who are just like, oh my God, she changed the way I saw myself as a Black woman. She inspired me to be, you know, more eloquent, educated, cultivated. And I've been reading a lot about what people have to say about her, and majoritarily it's all about good things, right? Now I understood, even though I understood then what Maya Angelou said, I think now it's really, I mean, because I don't know this girl, you know, I didn't know her personally. I used to saw her on YouTube. She also had a YouTube channel as well. And I used to watch her, and I was impacted by her. I was inspired by her. I was motivated by her. She was this petite, beautiful, doll, smart, intelligent woman that basically made such a huge impact. And when you look at Maya Angelou's word into your legacy is going to be all the hearts, you know, all the souls that you've touched. That's really what she left behind her, right? I enjoy talking about that because I've understood a while back when I went into the search, right? Like soul searching, who am I? What am I here to do? What's my purpose on earth? And all of these questions that I had about who I was. It wasn't until I started doing the soul searching that I became so open about death, talking about it, because I feel like it's so taboo that we feel like it's so unattainable, right? Death doesn't happen to us, it only happens to others. And I think let me talk about as Africans, right? Because I'm from Cameroon. I think we are so scared of death. I remember having this conversation where I told my mom, why would you be afraid of death? Why would you resent death when you never asked for life? And I remember my mom just looked at me like, what you talking about? But I said that, and I always say that because I feel like the more we accept that there's going to be an end, maybe we're going to start living our life in a state of urgency. I started living my life in a state of urgency because I realized that I was always pushing for tomorrow. You know, when I get that, I'm going to do this. When I do this, I'm going to do that. And then I realized that there's never going to be a time in my life where everything is going to be figured out, right? I'm still going to have to get up, find my way, lose my way, get myself together, and I will never be 100% good. You see what I mean? Like, it's like you're always going to be on the search of where's your better self, right? Every time you achieve one goal, you always feel like, okay, now it's time for the next goal, and so forth. It's never going to stop. I'm somebody who's super ambitious, and even when I plan for the future, right, I still have to live in the moment. I still have to live in the present, because the life that is given to us, we don't have any guarantee that we're going to be on this earth for 30 years, for 40 years, for 10 years, or for 100 years. There's no guarantee. There's no instruction books that comes with, oh, this is the life of Jenny, blah, blah, blah. She's going to be living on earth for the next 40 years. Like, there's nothing like that, right? So I think when we go outside every single day, either we go to our workplace, we go visit people, we go shopping, even just being at home, you never know when it's going to be that last day. So why am I making this video? I'm making this video which has nothing to do with my regular type of video, but I'm making this video just to remind people to really be aware of their own existence, like the current state of existence, right? Of today. I'm talking about today. I'm not talking about tomorrow. I'm not talking about when you're going to have that house, when you're going to have that car. I'm talking about today, to really be mindful of the people and the space that you hold on this earth, right? And also really give flowers to people. And this is just a figure of speech, but a way to say, tell people how you feel about them. You know, if you admire somebody, tell the person, I admire you. You know, tell the person, I would love to learn from you. We're not in a competition, you know, even though the world is competing, everybody is competing against each other. People who don't know each other are competing against each other. But be okay to tell somebody that has been helping you, somebody that you care for, somebody that you love, that you made a difference in my life. Because it's really amazing how people give flowers, and I say flowers, right? Because again, it's figure of speech. But most of the people always get a lot of flowers when they are no longer in the physical, right? When they are gone. That's when people give them more flowers. That's when people talk about the change and the impact that they made. And I'm urging you guys who are watching to really sit down with your own self and really give those flowers to the people currently present in your life. Because tomorrow is not promised. Tomorrow is not certain. You don't know if you're going to wake up tomorrow. So make the best of today. Make the best of this moment. And even when you have big goals that you want to achieve, make sure you break it down into small goals, right? So that within a week or so, you can celebrate that small wins. Because there's no point to work so hard and you never have to celebrate anything. I'm just going to remove my earrings. And you're just waiting for that moment. Like, when I'm going to be this, I'm going to celebrate. When I'm going to be that. Nobody promised you you're going to be there, right? Nobody promised you that tomorrow you're going to see tomorrow. So really celebrate today, because the people that you think are going to be here tomorrow may not be here. So give them flowers, call them, message them, tell them what you think about them, tell them how they make you feel, because that's really what makes a huge difference, right? I want to be, and I always talk about my legacy now, because since that Maya Angelou explanation of what the legacy should be, that's how I've been living my life on purpose. I've been living my life in a state of urgency. Even when things are not working well, I will not deprive myself of experiencing and really rejoicing the gifts of life. I do not allow myself to be in a state of sadness, in a state of resentment, in a state of misery. The world can give me misery. Society can inflict pain to me. But I will never do that to myself, because I've understood that there's so much pressure. There's so many things that we want to achieve, we want to attain. There's so many expectations that society in general has for us, that you are going to be your first cheerleader. You are going to be the first person to say, okay, stop, and let me clap for myself, right? Let me appreciate me, and let me truly just, like breathe and take it all in and accept that I am dope. I am dope. I am amazing. Because if they don't tell you that, then you have to tell yourself that you are amazing. You are beautiful. You are handsome. You are smart. You are eloquent. You are gifted, you are talented, you are wise beyond your years, and you are equipped with all the tools that God gave you in order to become the best self that you want to get. So, yeah, it's just a reminder, right? Like, just be just live more in the present, really. Just live more in the present. Don't push everything too far. Don't get frustrated with people that are not adding any positive vibes in your life, any value to your life, right? Push out the toxicity, you know, all the people who are bringing toxicity in your life, just push it out. Do your best. I know it's not easy, but do your best. But always remember, tomorrow is not promised. So you have to stay in the moment. You have to live in the present and give flowers to the people that matters to you. So yeah, anyway, I guess this is gonna be different, but that's how I felt. I felt like, let me just talk. It's midnight, and yeah, I just wanted to share that. So thank you guys for watching. I'm gonna see you next week. There's another giveaway announcement for the winner next week on Monday. So every Monday I'll announce the winner, so you guys know what to do, right? So yeah, I will talk to you guys on Monday. Anyway, take care. Have an amazing weekend. Be safe.